Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a reading for my water signs. This is a pick a pile reading and we're specifically looking at the energies for the Libra full moon. Very, very powerful energies. This full moon is having a huge impact on our relationships. And I just want to look and see where you are and what sort of guidance I can bring you. Clarity perhaps, just to help you to realign your focus, just based on wherever you may be in your relationship. So I want to look at the history, because energy comes into play long before it hits a peak and still exists a little while after, and it depends from person to person. It depends on what you're doing with the energy, so it's different for each person. But I want to look at what the history is between you and your person. Then I want to look at the conflicts and the issues that have arisen, because the month of March moving into April, March, the energies there was a lot of conflict. It was war between self and self, the you and yourself, okay, your relationship within yourself. A lot of that inner war erupted and projected onto your relationship, and vice versa, from your person to you. April is bringing that chaos back into harmony, which is also what Libra is about. But obviously you're working through those things now to help bring you into harmony. And unfortunately, when things come up and old fears are triggered, the old momentum is activated, and suddenly we cannot see the relationship in its individuality. We see everything we've ever been through. We see our fears, we see our preconceived notions, our beliefs. All of that is activated and comes into play. So we want to look and see what these issues are and the conflicts are, and most importantly, we want to look then and see what the purpose of it is in your relationship, or for you and your person. And then we also want to look at guidance and advice, and I'm going to do outcomes for each of the piles at the end. So I'm doing 3 piles, okay, for my water signs, and I always ask that you guys settle into your intuition and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this reading, to help you to see, to know, to recognize which parts of it is for you. If you're wanting to know about more than one person, then you can choose or pick more than one pile. If you find that it doesn't resonate, perhaps pick another pile. Whatever suits you, okay? Right. So I'm doing 3 piles. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you towards the pile that is meant for you. Pile 1, 2, or 3. Whatever resonates with you in the first 2 seconds, I normally advise that you go with that. Okay. Right, let's begin. For my pile 1, what is the history between pile 1 and their person? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Deep, deep friendship, loyalty, friendship, companionship, which then revealed deeper truths. Certain things came out into the open about this connection, about what your person's intentions are towards you, or you towards them, or about this connection either having a deeper meaning to it, whatever that may be. Unfortunately, the outcome, this has led to some sort of ending, or there has been some sort of loss between the two of you, or it could be a death. One of you have experienced a loss in the form of a loved one. But what's coming up for me quite strongly here, my pile 1s, is that something was revealed or came out into the open that ended up in the two of you walking away from this. Okay. So then what are the conflicts and issues? So this lets me, when I say walking away, it means that you've either pulled back from one another, there's some sort of distance, there's some sort of separation, but you're both experiencing, or someone's experiencing it as a loss, both of you, or someone is experiencing it as a loss, or experiencing a loss here. conflicts and the issues for my pile ones between them and their person. Okay. Right. Yeah, definitely a letting go, a walking away, a moving away from took place, which led to healing, which led to a very positive outcome that seems to have brought your person to a greater awareness of how they feel about you emotionally. Whatever's happened here in the past has helped your person to heal and to become more aware of who they are as an emotional being, and to become more aware of their feelings towards you, it seems. So the conflicts and the issues it looks like for pile one has actually brought this situation full circle, brought it into the upright. What is the purpose here? And it looks to me like your person's feelings have now recently come out into the open for you guys in some way. What is the purpose here of all of this? Okay. So the purpose of this entire experience is to help you to realize that your person both you and your person have been moving through life with your wounds, with your past wounds. You've been through a lot in relationships in the past, and the two of you could have been able to identify with a lot from each other, but something definitely happened and came into the open here that triggered a lot of fears. And both of you want real love. Both of you want to be able to love, to be able to be free in love, to be free of the fear, to be able to offer yourselves to one another from a place of fullness. And this experience is helping you both to be able to do this, to become those versions of yourself. There is a removing of the mask. The tendency that you and your person both have to make head over heart decisions to protect yourself, to not seem foolish and stupid, has led to things going the way that they have gone. But the masks have come off now. Both of you in a place where you are ready to be vulnerable with one another and to be real. So for power one, the conflicts are having a very positive effect on your connection. Let's get some advice for my power ones. This looks to me like a connection that where friends have fallen in love and have been in love with one another for a long time, but too afraid to tell one another or to admit it. And then things come out into the open, and suddenly that just makes them run, or a push, there's a pushing apart of some sort. And with that happening, suddenly an awareness, an awakening, a healing takes place, and feelings come to the surface. So guidance and advice for my pile ones. You can preserve the sweet memories. But refrain from holding on too tight. Allow things to evolve naturally. Whatever it is you're holding on to. Now that could be positive and negative, and it can be a culmination of both. Release it. Allow things to evolve naturally. There is still uncertainty about where this is going, what exactly is taking place here, but we will look at the outcomes for this at the end. Okay, so you can skip ahead to the outcomes now if you like. Yeah, let's see where this goes. Let's see what the outcome will be for you guys at the end of this video. Okay. If you find that it resonates with you so far, please comment, let me know how. If you're interested in a personal reading, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. It feels to me like there is a whole new beginning here, and you have more questions than answers. Okay. That is it for you, pile 1. As I said, you can skip to the end. You can go to the timestamps for outcomes, and you can go and see what the outcome will be for you at the end of the video. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Love and light, and see you guys next time. Okay, so for my water signs who have picked pile 2, this is for you. We're looking at where you are with your person, the history between you guys, what the conflicts and the issues are that have arisen during this period of time. With this Libra full moon, what you can expect to have resolved. So we're looking at the purpose first and foremost, and then we want to look at guidance and advice. And at the end of the video, you can check with the timestamps, we will look at outcomes for all 3 piles together. Okay? Right, pile 2. For my pile 2s, what is the history between them and their person? Okay, so it looks like a romance, a passionate romance flared up with an employee or an employee or a colleague or an employer, but something stirred up in the workplace, it looks like for me, or with regards to a work relationship. Take it as it resonates. And this led to a crossroads, to a choice. And it seems to me like someone in your connection felt stuck with making this choice, wasn't moving. So obviously a challenging decision that needed to be made here. Okay. Either way, there was a choice. And if it's in the workplace, it's got to do with money, it's got to do with security, it's got to do with position, you know. So there are those constructs. So what are the conflicts and the issues that came about for my pile 2s? The conflicts and the issues that have arisen in this connection over this period of time. Okay. So it looked like this relationship could offer a new stable beginning. However, in the dynamic between you, there is one person that is very focused on financial and material stability. And this is very possibly, the person that is needing to make the choice, because to this person, their career, their financial stability, and what they are able to offer is all rooted in that. This is not your person that makes decisions based on romance. This is your person that makes decisions based on logic. And you're showing up as the Queen of Cups, male or female. You're in your heart center. You make decisions based on your heart and your emotions. And so you are ready and willing to give this person your heart, but they are not necessarily willing to give up all of their stability, because what will they offer you then? So these are two people that look at life very differently, and that's the issue and the conflict here. It's important to this person to have something to offer, and choosing the relationship compromises their financial stability. That's what it's looking like to me. So what is the purpose of all of this? What is the purpose of all of this, Spirit, for my pile twos? The purpose of all of this is really to challenge the ego. You see, everything up to this point has just happened for your person. They've never really been at a place where they've had to make a tough decision, choose between what the ego is attached to and what the heart wants. And for the first time, that's coming into question, that there's actually a difference. There is also a tendency to be indecisive and to just stay with what is comfortable, and that has really not had the best effect on your person's growth. And that is why desire and belief is coming into conflict for them now. It's part of the growth. For you, you also have a tendency to get into your head because of your fears, and to pretend that you don't care as much as you actually do. This is a challenge for you. And you would often make head over heart decisions, pretend that you don't care when you deeply do, and then it affects you for years to come. So it looks to me like both you and your person are very, very stubborn and set in your ways. And you believe that your person should come to your side and see things the way you do, and your person believes vice versa. There is a sense of responsibility that your person seems to have, that weighs more heavily than what their heart desires, and this leads to a lot of pain. So, as I say, it looks like these are two very stubborn people, and this is why things are just stuck right now. What is the advice? What is my pal 2 supposed to learn from this? You know, what is the advice for them in this situation? It's time for you to connect with your real power and to release it. You're tuning into your real power, into your magic, into your femininity, into your emotional strength. It's time for you to do that, and that is what this is about. You're allowing the circumstances of this situation to dictate how you show up. And you're bringing energy that's very head and ego based into the situation, because you don't want to seem vulnerable and weak, but that's your strength. This experience is going to absolutely bring about a lot of healing for you. And this is what this is about. It's about bringing in the energy of healing. It's about bringing in alchemy. It's taking the wounds, the pain, and transforming it into something empowering. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to you, and if it resonates, pile 2, please comment, let me know how. I'm going to look at what the outcome is for this connection at the end, so if you want to skip ahead, you can check the timestamps, and you can go ahead and look at what the outcome will be for you and your person. I do pick up that this is weighing heavily on you, and you feel like you've got no control, and you're trying to gain and grasp some sort of control over the situation. You're also being very hard on yourself, because you feel like how do you find yourself in this situation? Surrender to source and tune into who you know you are. If you need some guidance through the situation, or you'd like to take a personal look into the situation, you can contact me. My email address is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, beloved, love and light. I'll see you next time. Right, pile 3s. This is for my pile 3s. Okay. We're taking a look at the history, conflicts and issues that have come up during this Libra full moon phase, and what the purpose thereof is, and outcomes. I'm looking at outcomes at the end, so you can that'll be time stamped for you as well, and we're getting guidance and advice. Okay, so for my pile 3s, what is the history here between my pile 3 and their person? Oh, this is good luck and fortune. So you met during very favorable times, where money was possibly flowing in a positive way for both you and your person. This is a this is a divine connection and meeting. And along with this has come a bridge that needs to be crossed. There is a bridge, there is a gap between where both of you have been and where this connection is wanting to take you. Very divinely guided, very favorable. But I do get the sense that there is a hesitance in some cases with regards to crossing the bridge. Some people are afraid to cross bridges. And this bridge absolutely takes you to that new beginning and to that divine connection, because I see the number 11. To that sacred garden, to paradise. This is a very divinely orchestrated connection, and it is very blessed and highly intuitive. So what are the conflicts and the issues that have come up here? Yes, movement is required. So the blessings are there, positive outcomes are there, wish fulfillment, abundance on the other side of the bridge. you need to surrender and allow yourself to be guided by Source and to move, to actually be willing to move, because this is not something that's going to come towards you or your person, and someone has been hesitant in crossing the bridge towards wish fulfillment, towards happily ever after, fearful that maybe it's too good to be true and it's all in my head and I'm just imagining this, it's a delusion. And it seems to me like someone has gotten into their ego and is trying to make logical decisions, trying to control things, and also I feel like you or your person feels like there's been too much discussion about where this is supposed to go. How do we move this forward? Let's discuss how we're going to move this forward. When to you, it's clear, there's the bridge, we move. So there's been a lot of communication about this, but not enough movement, and someone seems to be stuck and not wanting to surrender to Source and cross the bridge because they're afraid that that it's not gonna turn out the way that they hope. And Spirit says victory is here. This person is paralyzed in their fear. So what is the purpose of all of this? Well, I can already see it's to overcome the fear. It's to rise above this the fear. Okay, the purpose of this is to lead and guide your person. The purpose of the conflicts that have come up in relation to this is to guide your person to taking a leap of faith. To trusting in their guides and keepers and taking a leap of faith. Your person's afraid that they will be deceived. And the reason why this has come up right now is for you guys to really, really focus in on where you want this to go and what sort of energy you want to give it, because there is a fear of deception here and there's a fear of manipulation. Am I being manipulated? The one is afraid that am I being manipulated? The other one is afraid, am I being deceived? And Spirit says wish fulfillment is here for both of you, but you need to understand and come to realize that wish fulfillment is about filling your own cups first and foremost. Tune into being fulfilled now before you've gotten to the other side of the bridge. How do you do that? You need to see the end outcome as it being done already. So you basically need to manifest it, and you need to tune into everything that is satisfying in your connection now, not the things that are not satisfying, because wish fulfillment and victory is here for both of you. Advice, guidance and advice for my pile. Which pile are we on? 3. For my pile 3s. It's time for change, pile 3. It's time for change. You need to learn something new, a new way of being, a new way of processing, and a new way of dealing with your fears and your anxieties in relationships. There is new technology, and when I talk about that, I'm not talking about the 3D technology. I'm talking about our upgrades. We are new technology. There's new ways of moving through life, of navigating our relationships, and of allowing what it is we want into our reality. You need to start to tune into the newness that is this new world, this new age, from a place of wisdom. Wish fulfillment is yours, but wish fulfillment is what you give yourself, and then it manifests and is realized in the 3D with your person. So you have to do the energetic work. I'm going to take a look at outcomes for the 3 piles. for you, pile 3, pile 2, and pile 1 now. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Please give me outcomes for these 3 piles. Outcomes for these 3 piles. Thank you, Spirit. So for pile 1, 2, and 3, we're looking at the outcomes now. What are the outcomes that you can expect? Pile 1, 2, and 3. Ooh. Give me another one on that for pile 1. Oh, these are nice. 2 and 3. Wow. So for my water signs, it's looking pretty favorable. Pile 1. You are looking at a brand new beginning in harmony, balance, equal give and take, and love. This looks to me like a soulmate or a twin flame connection coming into full union. This connection is home. Your person makes you their home. This is where this leads to that nurturing, tender, stable, secure, loving relationship where you become the wife or make your person their wife, your wife or whatever, where you just have this relationship in which you love and adore your person as much as they love and adore you, and you receive as much as you get, and you receive as much as you give, and it's just a beautiful relationship that feels so synchronized. So this is a positive outcome of a brand new, healthy, stable beginning for you and your person. Pile 1. Pile 2. You are the choice. Your person chooses to be with you. Your person chooses you as they realizing that you are the desire and you are everything that they want. They release their burden. They feel whatever the situation is that they've been in, where they've had a sense of responsibility, they've come to feel very burdened by that position or whatever that dynamic is, and they choose you. You know what's nice about me doing the outcomes at the end? This just happened by chance, because when I was doing the fire sign reading, I realized I hadn't done outcomes, and then I did it at the end, and I decided that's obviously what Spirit wants me to do, and I'm seeing why. I don't remember what I channeled, and so if the outcome makes sense and resonates with the reading, then you absolutely know. Whatever the situation is, the choice here, because there's definitely a choice, is they felt burdened. And this is the opportunity for them to realize, I've actually not been as happy as I thought I was in this situation. And this person makes me happy. This person, I feel fulfilled in this scenario, and you are the choice. So this is a very positive outcome for pile 2. Pile 3, this is a power couple connection. This is a stable connection. You are everything to one another. This turns out to be the quintessential happily ever after. Stability in money, love, family, home. This is your person that has worked and is willing to be patient, to do what it takes for this relationship to have the best possible outcomes. And this person has known what they want for a long time, and you are what they want. And so this is your 10 of Pentacles outcome. This is the best outcome. This is your person that comes into your life ready to take care of you and to offer you the world and to make sure that it is stable and it is good. this is a beautiful outcome. Very, very nice outcomes for my water signs. So good news to you guys. I'm very excited for you. This is lovely. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, or you'd like to get some spiritual life coaching to help you through, to deal with whatever it is you're dealing with, to line up with the energies here and to make the most of it, you're welcome to contact me. Email is in the description box below. I look forward to hearing from you. Whatever you choose to do, beloved, do what's best for you. Love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye now.